Yay.
Look at that. What happened?
I don't know. I don't know. Can't do it.
Lizards.
Yeah, let's blame it on the lizards.
Lizards.
Yoshi's here.
I know. I'm stoked. How you going, brother?
Good, man. Good. How are
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. It's been a bit like that. A bit like, here, let me turn you up a bit. There we go, because I'm too old. Yeah. How you going, boys? Good to see you.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, good, man.
Where are you at Astro HQ?
Yeah, we call it Shabby Roads.
I love it. That's so good. What's been happening, guys? It's new.
Heaps. Yeah. We're gearing up for a tour. Record comes out in 3 days, I think. So it's been a long wind up on that. It's been about a 2-year wind up. So we're very ready to drop it. Like it's
I'm very, very excited because, you know, I've heard the new Astrodeath album. It's you guys. Volume 2, May 12. And man, I have to say this thing is fucking incredible, dudes. It's
Thank you, Ned.
good. So good. Like, yeah, it's definitely been worth the wait. I don't want to spoil it for anyone. Oh, I will. There's a comment that I do want to mention something. But I mean, how far back do these songs actually go past that sort of long, grueling 2-year point?
I think some of them go back to like maybe 2020, I think.
Wow.
We started writing. Yeah, so they're old news. We've held on to so we've released 4 and we've been playing some of those 4 at shows, but we've held on to 4. So, you know, in the new set, it's half new stuff, and some of the other ones that we released from this album we haven't played much. So we're hoping that people still find we're gonna on this next tour we're gonna try and play the whole record from start to finish. So we're hoping people find it refreshing because we have been playing the same kind of set for quite a while now.
It's got a really good flow. Like I since you sent it to me, like I've been listening to it a fair bit, and it's just it's got a real good circle around. It's got good repeat listens.
Have you tried doing the comic book while listening? Have you done that?
I did that with the first one. I haven't done it with this one yet because I couldn't read on my phone and do the thing yet.
Oh, that's right. You don't have a hard copy yet. We'll have to fix that. We'll send you.
I mean, I've got this one.
Hey,
I've done it with this one, and it's sick. It's such a cool experience, and I can't wait to actually do that with it. I did read it. I did go have a look at it, but I actually want to hold it and have that experience because it's like the vinyl. That's my plan. I'm going to get a copy of the vinyl. I'm going to get a copy of the comic. I'm going to sit down here with a beer, and I want to enjoy that experience because it's a worthy of that. It's not something that you want to just put on and just go, it's in the background. It's not that kind of album, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think we're a background kind of band. You either do it or you don't.
Fuck no. No. And I've listened to it. Look, I'll be honest, I was listening to it while I was running around doing a whole bunch of stuff today. But at the same point, like I was still absorbing it, and I want to give it that point at that time of day that it actually deserves on vinyl. I think that's where it's going to really speak to me. Personally, I can't wait to have that experience. Is that something you've experienced with it yet, boys? Have you both sat down with it on the ye old player and the comic and let it take you away?
We had a cool experience when we first got the test pressings. Them to our local record store, Daddy Rich Records in Dulwich Hill, and he the shop was closed, so we locked ourselves in there, and he's got this like super surround like fat system, and we kind of did it in there. It was pretty nice.
Man, that'd be so good. I'm going to take it around to Ollie's too. I think he's got like the best. My little system here, it's not real good, but Ollie, my mate Ollie lives up the road, and he's got like the fucking enterprise of record player, like stereos.
Sick.
So I want to sit there and just let it do its thing. But mate, do you guys write these things in order? Is it like from the concept? Do you both go, okay, have you got a board in there in the jam room somewhere where you go, okay, this is the star of the story, this is where it's going? Is that how you guys write?
It's a bit of a grind, I think, man. Like we just kind of start jamming on some riffs and concepts, and then after that we sort of try and puzzle it together with what song sort of sounds like what concept. And they have like rough concepts at the start, but then Glenno, the artist, sort of made he kind of came up with the storyline, like quite a lot of it, and he sort of gave us the storyline to go off, and so we sort of had to kind of fit that into the songs.
That's
which
cool.
is kind of the other way around from how we did the first record. But it was really cool to have a sort of fleshed out concept before we even started putting riffs to it, you know what I mean? So it was, yeah, that, and I remember at one point we sort of went, you know what, that's not the song like for this kind of page. So we kind of played around with that and eventually came to what kind of felt like the right fit. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Was that, sorry, I'm a bit rambly tonight, boys.
You're right. Ramble on, Nev, ramble on.
But was that a challenge doing it that way? Did you want to have that challenge?
We've kind of boxed ourselves a little bit, which is, it's cool. It has a different challenge to like when you're in songwriting I've done in the past, you have an idea and you're like, oh, what's this going to be about? And it's hard to pick a concept out of nowhere. But we have this little box where we have to like write everything about lizards and aliens. So it's like an exercise in like, how can we write a song about aliens and lizards that's a bit different to the last song that's about aliens and dragons and lizards. So it's a different challenge, but I quite like it. It's fun.
Man, it's so good. I did want to mention before we move forward that like it's one of my favorite musical bits in any song like ever is the drum part in Ceremonial Blood. I think it's the verse. Yoshi, you've done like that. Oh, I kept going back going, it's like, man, it's fucking so tasty. It's just, that song is like currently that one's my fave, but I know it's gonna swap and change. What's the origins of that one? Like, with that bit, was that you guys just messing about?
Yeah, I guess it's a bit of that. I don't know. When we first jammed as a two-piece in the room here, like before we had any material, like in 2018 or something like that. I remember just playing this weird sort of triplety thing on a cowbell, I think. And kind of jamming on that, but it was a little bit like kind of southern rocky and honky tonky, and it never really made it into a song. But I always kind of liked the idea of having like the bell pattern sort of stick through something crazy, and I don't know, I just remember, I don't know, I think I was like listening to some proggy stuff and some weird time signatures, and I was kind of sitting there trying to come up with some sort of beat, and yeah, that sort of came out, and then we sort of started jamming it, and yeah, that was it. And then we sort of decided to make it a verse. But yeah, it was a bit of a weird one, and it's actually quite weird to play, and took me a bit of a while to sort of get my head around it. But yeah, it's yeah, I guess, I don't know, it feels like second nature now, but I remember when I was trying to write it, it was really out there, But yeah, I don't know, just something to spice it up, every song needs to have something different. So
Yeah. And that's it. Like, each song has its own personality in it. It flows all the way through, but it's got its own little personalities, and that's what I love about this volume 2 so much. You guys have, like, I'm not just saying it, I fucking love this album, man. It's so good. You guys have done really, really well. And I think everyone's going to feel the same way when it drops this week. So, like, well done, lads. Well done.
Thanks, mate. We're excited about it.
thanks. Yeah, I reckon it's probably the best stuff we've done yet, you know. But yeah, I guess we've got to top it on volume 3 now.
Have you guys started work for volume 3?
I think we're actually going to jump straight to volume 8.
Yeah, just straight to volume 8.
That's not a bad idea. Go 8, and then you can go back.
Go backwards like Star Wars.
Yeah, why not?
We've started jamming a few bits and bobs, and we've got like now all the ideas that didn't make it onto the last 2 records that are still cool. So we're sitting on a bunch of riffs that we like, and we're going to try and get into that soon. It's been hard to write because we've been gigging so much, but yeah, we'll get there.
And of course, a part of the delay as well, I believe, like you had some issues with like the vinyl. Was that right? I can't remember. You said something like there's some.
We had an issue. We got some records stolen. That's not why it's delayed, though. We got, you know, when you get these small record deals, they send you a few records, not many for yourself to sell. And most of those got stolen, which is pretty brutal. But we're over that. We've moved on. But there's a few things like when we first when we had it ready, we sent it off to the labels and we said this is good to go. And then we were working with Black Farm Records at the time, fucking legends. So they said, oh, it's going to take this long because the plants in Europe were still backed up from COVID. So we put a bit of a break on there. And we also got Tough Cuff on board. So we're dealing with the 2 labels, and then halfway through that process, Heavy Psych Sound said they wanted to sign us. So we've had to pause and stop selling through Black Farm and start reselling through Heavy Psych Sounds, which was, I mean, it's a great thing for us because Heavy Psych Sounds is bigger and they've got some bigger bands, and it's kind of a nice little step up. But yeah, we had to talk to Black Farm and smooth it over. Luckily, they're awesome people and they totally understood that, you know, moving on to a better thing. So then we had to wait to get the second lot pressed and do all that stuff. And yeah, it's been a bit of a journey. I mean, it's all positive, but it's just taken a bit longer than we'd hoped.
Seems like things are opening up though for you guys. Like now that's happening, like are they US based? They're US based.
They're in Italy. They have a presence in the States. So they got a lot of American bands and stuff, and they do a lot of festivals in the States and stuff like that. So, but yeah, they're Italian.
Go, but are you guys got plans to go over that way? I don't know why I'm pointing tonight. Sorry,
I think it's
pointing at nothing.
That way. Yeah. We do. We have loose plans. We have got some offers. We're trying to work it out financially because it's expensive. But we're hoping to this year try to get to Europe. So November, December is being talked about, but it's all just an idea at this stage.
Man, I really would love to see you guys head over there. That'd be sick. I reckon everyone's today.
I think we'd love it. We'd love it.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Of course, you got this tour coming up as well. Hitting Oz first before you're hitting Europe. That's shaping up to be pretty epic.
Yeah, man, we're pretty excited. It's always hard to piece it all together, but we've got it all done. We've locked in all the support bands. We've got some great supports. We're playing some places that we don't go to regularly, like we're going to WA.
Adelaide.
Yeah, so, you know, some of those new places where we haven't really kind of made our mark yet, so it'd be good to go there. And, you know, the numbers probably won't be huge in those states, but, you know, it's a whole portion of the country which we're yet to kind of go and rip to. So we're excited about that. Yeah, we got some cool little record store shows that we're going to announce soon as well. Yeah, another tour. It seems like we're always on tour though. We don't really stop.
No, you're always going. You boys are always charging through. Are you coming up this way this week, aren't you? This week.
We are. We're playing Sludge on the sea.
That's right. Yeah, on the boat cruise. Yeah, with Fee. Yeah.
Yeah, we're excited. Yeah, Fee's a legend. A lot of bands we haven't played with. So first gig on a boat for me. I don't know, have you played on a boat?
Nope.
So that's a bit of a bucket list.
I played one once. And it's
nice.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I've heard it might be hard to. I struggled to stay on my feet on land, so
it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. I'd love to do one again.
Was that a Sludge on the Sea, or was that a different?
It was a different one with my old band, and I just remember like being up on a road case, and as the boat was going I was like surfing on this road case as I'm like screaming. It was pretty fun.
Sick.
Yeah. Just make sure you experience.
We actually. Sorry, what were you saying?
I just said I don't know. I think we've got a delay. That's all right. What were you saying?
I was saying we've actually got tickets to go see Nas and Wu-Tang on Friday night in Brisbane as well. So that's, it's an exciting weekend. We're going to see Wu-Tang play on a boat. It's like 2 bucket list events.
That's happening. That is happening. You're going to see my mate JD's covering that show.
Sick.
He's going to Wu-Tang. It's
Everblack.
Yeah.
Sick.
That'll be sick. That'd be awesome.
I didn't know you guys were in the rap game.
We dabble a little bit of here, a little bit of there, a little bit of everywhere.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, man. We do lots of different stuff. I love it. But yeah, man. And of course you guys also did the support for Powerman 5000 with our good friends Our Last Enemy. Fucking how was that?
That was sick, man. It's probably like, that's that kind of venue for us is a bit of a step up. So it's cool to play a bigger stage, bigger PA. All the bands were sick. Obviously, Powerman. Like, did you see that gig? Did you go see Powerman?
Oh man, I was just bouncing the whole time.
How's the robot bass playing? Like that guy blew my mind. That bass player was phenomenal.
Amazing, hey. And they're really nice dudes.
Yeah, they were lovely. Yeah.
Were you saying Yoshi? Sorry, I just cut you off. What'd you say, Yoshi?
Yoshi got to play on the big double kick kit as well, which was pretty funny. All the toms.
How'd that go?
Yeah, man, it was fucking amazing. There's so many fucking drums and doing a big Phil Collins feels like all the way down. It's like it's cool. It was like trying to, I don't know, playing just 2 toms usually. All of a sudden you've got like 5 of them. I just wish I could carry that much stuff around all the time, but maybe someday, maybe one day we've got a crew and stuff. I'll get them to fucking put that second bass drum up and off we go.
Get 3. Just get that whole big Danny Carey kit because you don't have to carry it. That roadies do. Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
that's it.
There you go, man. That'd
3
be so cool.
and everything.
Need a gong, a big gong.
I'll get a gong for you. Yeah, we'll get that going for sure.
I don't know. Is that how you meant to play? I don't know. Is that
it's a 2-hander?
Throw it back.
Yeah, maybe a 2-hander to the back. Oh.
Yeah, you go doink. They don't make that noise either. They just made that
Give
up.
an elbow into it or something,
Yeah, just pellet gun. Have you guys? Here's one for you. Have you actually heard a gong played properly? Not like
they're quite extreme.
It's insane. Not like bang the gong. Like
when you wash him up, I don't know what do you say. Like you kind of tap them for when they just keep opening up and opening up and opening up, and they just get so loud. It's extreme.
Who have you seen play a gong?
I went and recorded in a studio that had recorded a gong that day, like properly. And like this dude who's like a famous gong player, apparently. I was like, what the fuck is that sound? He goes, that's a gong. And he was showing me stuff on like how they like, they got like different, I don't know, sticks or mallets or whatever the fuck they call them. And like just the tones and stuff that was coming out of this fucking thing was insane. It was like space age shit. I couldn't describe it.
Sick.
Yeah.
Wonder how much a gong costs.
No, that's a good question.
I'd say a lot.
A lot. One of these ones was like one of those like real pro gongs. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should be a gong salesman. I don't know.
It would cost a lot to fly it around, that's for sure.
Yeah, how would you do that? Can also be used as a toboggan. But you know, where was I going? I don't even know where I was going with that. I just derailed this interview. Thanks.
On a big show, man.
But another thing I want to talk to you about, of course, we touched up on it before, was the concepts of you know, what you guys write about. Obviously, the lizard people and things like that. There was some stuff in here like the red weed. Got me pretty interested, all that stuff. Now, I go down the conspiracy UFO rabbit hole a little bit. I listen to the podcasts and all that. I'm not wearing my tinfoil hat tonight. But do you guys subscribe to all that stuff, or is it just a bit of fun and games? Do you believe in people?
I enjoy the fun of it. You know, like
It's like sci-fi, right?
yeah, I like it. I wouldn't say I'm like a conspiracy lizard man guy, but I find it quite funny and quite interesting. But for us, the lizard people are like personified evil that exists in the world. You know, like it's fucking the big business. It's the shitty governments. It's the dictators. It's kind of like we use the lizards to kind of talk about things that we don't like in the world.
So Prince Charles is not, he's King Charles now, is not a lizard man. Like he's got that.
He's pretty weird looking. If there was lizard men cruising around, he would be one of them. His fingers are weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's definitely got blue blood, which is definitely weird, right?
Yeah, blue blood.
Yeah, that's a lizard thing.
He didn't look heaps happy to be becoming the king. I saw some photos. He looked a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, no, my favorite thing in the moment is there's that one where it's like someone's holding a bit of paper to him. He's just staring at it, and people are like putting bits of like memes down the bottom of what he'd be looking at. Like, you know, like it'll be like drawn dicks, or it'll be like some. It's my favorite thing in the moment. He's like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, it's pretty great.
There's some good memes going on. There's some good memes.
Is some good memes. Okay, so we've established that lizard people are not real lizard people. And
yeah, I mean they could be. We're not ruling it out, you know.
Okay. All right. You got me something to think about. I love it. But what was that, man?
Maybe we're the lizards, you know, trying to write about our own problems.
And now I'm offending. Everyone's like, he's got a thing against lizards. You know,
yeah.
just in
Racist.
We just want to
I am not. Yeah, no. Look, if there's any lizard people that subscribe, I'm sorry. Just I'll send you some mealworms or some shit. I don't know. But anyway, what's next for Astrodeath? You got this tour coming up. You know, obviously the record's coming out this week. What else? Any other sneaky news?
We got some sick new merch. We're gonna have records soon. You know, all that junk. I don't know. What other news do we have? Not much. We're gonna do a burrito and art looking party next Monday in Sydney. That's gonna be pretty fun. So Glenno's printed off some big prints of the art from the comic book, and we go to our local burrito shop, which is Beach Burrito in Newtown, and we listen to the record. We listen to Glenno talking about lizards. He's the real lizard guy.
Ah, I see.
If you want to get deep in, like maybe we should do an interview where Glenno's around, because he goes down that rabbit hole.
See. I
Yeah.
would like to hear what he has to say about lizards, because I find that interesting how he's the way you did with the new comic, how he came up with it and got you writing about it. Is that something that you think that you'll get him to do in future, or will you revert back?
I think so. I think we have this time some ideas of like vibes for songs that we want. So we're gonna push him to introduce some ideas into the story. But I think we'll let him run with it. You know, we want to maybe have a bit of a love scene, you know, song in there somewhere, a bit of heartbreak,
The character building,
a bit of loneliness, you know, like there's some ideas that we'd like to, you know, write songs with and vibe on that we want to kind of push him towards. But yeah, we like it, you know. Glenno's a very interesting man. So having, you know, and there's only two of us, so having another person involved in the concept is really cool and helpful. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, we're married to Glenn now. Like we've put so much in with him, and he's put, you know, it's kind of like he's part and parcel. I don't know what we'd really do without him at this minute. I mean, I'm sure there's other lizard men that draw comic books that we can find, but
he's amazing though. Look, like if anyone hasn't seen the stuff, like it's, I don't know, it's not really working up here, but it's like the detail and everything in his art just blows me away. It's incredible, and the fact that he's local as well, it's just nuts.
Glenno shirt right here, man. Check it out.
Look at that. That's sick. Is that one of the new ones?
That's a Tandy Cry shirt, man. That's another band I sort of playing on the side. But yeah, he did this shirt as well, and he's just a shirt guy, you know. Like wherever you go in Newtown or anywhere in Australia, really, he's probably got a shirt floating around that he's made. He's got a garage full of shirts. It's insane. Like he's probably made
thousands of
shirts. Like, and he has a garage with almost every design he's ever made for anyone, you know, and it's just nuts.
He's not just a shirt guy though, as well. Like he does all kinds of stuff, you know.
Yeah,
and he like
really good artist.
He gets paid a lot by some people, and then he works for people like us, and we don't pay him very much because we don't have very much. But it's like he's cool. Like, he loves music. He's in a bunch of bands himself, and he's
give his bands a plug.
Chinese Burns Unit is actually one of my favorite bands. It's a punk band with Jay from Friends of Roms in it. It's pop punk. It's funny. It's very catchy. And he's in, I don't know what you'd call them. It's maybe like a punk metal grindy thing called Outcest, which is a new one, all fairly new. And
Chef.
They're wild. Is he in that band?
Yeah.
Is he? No, I don't think he is. He's wrong.
No, maybe he's not in that.
So that's two bands. I think he's Gina's band is called Hellebores. They're also sick. Amazing drummer. Gina, his wife.
Yeah.
Is the singer. Then they used to play back when they were like kids. They played in a band called Lawn Smell, which was before our time, so we don't really know much about it. But apparently Sydney punk Lawn Smell was a thing, a big thing.
There you go.
Apparently.
That rings a bell.
Yeah.
But hey, that's amazing. I'll have to check out. I've checked out his artwork, but I haven't checked out his bands or anything. I didn't know that. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of his music. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, boys, it's been awesome catching up with you again. It's good to see you in person last time. Hopefully, I'm going to see you in person again very, very soon. Was that a typewriter you were just doing? There's like a. There you go.
Bunny rabbits.
Oh, yeah. Rabbits.
Yeah. When are we gonna see you again, mate?
When you're up here in June. So you're
cool.
June, right? June.
End of June. Yeah.
So what are you playing? Okay, give us the plug of those gigs in June for Queensland.
We are playing at Bad Luck at the end of June. I'm not up to date with the details. It's on a spreadsheet somewhere. Yoshi's going to pull it up.
I should have it here, but you know.
That is with Piston Fist.
Boys, yeah.
And Yeah, those guys actually, while he's looking up the rest of those details, we had Sunburn Fest 2 weeks ago
Oh,
down in Canberra.
yeah.
And the Piston Fist boys have a new lineup, which is really, really good. They're so tight, way tighter than they were tight before, and now they're tighter. And Jeffro asked me to jump up and sing some Sabbath with him in Canberra, and that was sick. We did a Sabbath medley. Yeah, those guys are legends. They're really nice dudes.
Yeah, and their new album's really good too.
Yeah, I haven't heard it yet. When did they drop an album?
It's coming soon.
Oh, right. You've got a
I've got a
express-
sneaky.
Yeah.
I won't show it. It's special.
Ooh. Who else is playing in Brisbane?
No, we're playing with on Friday the 23rd at Gold Coast.
Gold Coast.
And then we're playing Saturday, June 24th in Brisbane at Bad Luck.
Who's playing at those gigs with us, mate?
Uh,
We suck. We're horrible people. There's a big list. I don't know. It's been a struggle to get all the bands together. We had a lot of people. Like I think everyone's touring at the moment. So
yeah, or having babies because we can. Because well, one of our guys is having a baby. Well, not him. His missus.
right.
So, and I was like, oh, that's okay.
in Brisbane, we're playing with For the Wolves.
For the Wolves, we played with them before. They're sick.
Yeah,
Fist
And Lan. We haven't played with Lan, so I know them. Shout out to Lan.
Gold Coast playing.
There's Rinsers playing at Gold Coast.
The Wrath and the Seashell.
The Seashell not having the Wrath. We haven't played with those guys either. So it's
man,
gonna be some nice.
the Wrath are like local legends here. Shout out to Tommy Creeper, and the legends in the Wrath.
Have you felt
those guys?
Wrath?
I have many times. They're amazing band. And the sea, I can't even say it. The Seashell not have like they're incredible too. And Rinser, like man, Rinser you said playing too, right?
Rinser, yeah. We played with Rinser a bunch. We like those guys.
What a fucking lineup. That's at Moe's.
That's at Moe's.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick. That's gonna be real good. I can't wait. Both those shows are gonna be sick. I might have to do the double. Might have to.
Have you been? Sorry.
Was that where you?
Have you been to Bad Luck yet? We haven't seen that joint.
I played there on Friday night. It was fucking sick.
Rad.
Yeah.
I'm keen to say.
I had such a good time. It looks like a Star Wars cantina.
No shit.
Whoa.
It's like the stage has got like it's weird. When you go in there, it's got all these funky lights and like it's cool. It's really cool. I love it.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready.
Yeah. And I might have to carry a cymbal or a gong for you.
Bring us a gong.
Bring the biggest gong you can find in Brisbane. Let's put the word out. Let's see if anyone can
I'll just wear it on my back like a big turtle shell.
Yeah, get a 100-inch fucking gong.
Yeah, I'll still be crawling down the street. But we'll see how we go. But in the meantime, dudes, it's been awesome catching up with you. It's always good to chat to you. And the new album, Volume 2, is out this week. And I'll have all the links down here. Go get it, ladies and gentlemen. You won't regret it. It's fucking incredible. Boys, you take care. And we will see you very soon.
Thanks for having us, Nev. Shout out, Everblack, legendary.
Yeah.
We love ya. We'll see you soon, eh?
Yeah.